this is Anon42 back with more Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards. Now, in the last part, we got Waddle Dee as one of our allies in our quest to defeat the evil of the little fairy girl's planet. Now, if you're paying attention to what I did in my last part, you'll notice that I do not have the bomb power anymore. Well, that's because I turned the game off and started playing again, which means that all of my powers and lives and everything else, those are all reset now. So if you're thinking of, you know, just getting a bunch of 1-ups and playing through the game really easily, you can't do that, because then you'll just get rid of all of the stuff. And yeah, I just have this power, the Volcano Brains Kirby. It doesn't have a very long range, so I'm not going to keep it for that long. And as for sharing powers, I don't intend to share all of them. You know, I'll share the ones that I like and the ones that are required for me to get all the Crystal Shards. And speaking of which, there is one power here that I can get that I do want to share, by the way. Spark. It's just a really small shield that can't protect from everything. So what you'll do for this power is get Spark and throw it at this ice enemy, and you get this, a refrigerator Kirby, and it spits out food. And this food actually does heal you, and it does destroy enemies, but it's not very good since the range isn't very long, and the enemies that it can destroy, it's kind of limited. Well, not exactly limited, I guess. Bad word choice. It's actually, it can't destroy, well, it's not strong, let's just say that. Wow, I cannot talk today, sorry guys. And the power that I just got now, it's one of the best powers in the game. It's Twin Spark, which makes a meditating Kirby, or that's what I call it. Any enemy that goes into the thunder wave around him is destroyed pretty much automatically, except for boss enemies since they're a lot more powerful. And you jump down here, and first Crystal Shard of this level. And I don't know why you need Waddle Dee for this. I mean, couldn't this log elevator thing move on its own? It's kind of confusing. Anyways, jump down here. If you need the maximum tomato, take it, and 1-up. You can always use 1-ups, but they disappear, so I guess not. And this enemy, it just bounces right there, so if you don't have a power, you can just swallow the mini enemies that pop up, and cutscene. Now, this character is called Adeline, the artist. Now, she will draw mini enemies that you can just destroy and it'll deplete her health. Now, at first I did not know that she was a girl. I always thought that she was a guy until one of my friends told me just like a couple of days ago. So if you did think that she was a guy, then you're not alone. And I used to call her Artie, just one of my little names for her when I thought she was a guy. Now, this enemy is a little more powerful, but once again, it's kind of easy since I have this incredibly cheap power. And she'll draw another one, and this one flies. Just walk under it, destroy it, then you don't even have to do anything. You'll take a damage if you let her run into you, but it shouldn't be a problem. And final Crystal Shard here. And now Adeline has joined our group of friends. And I missed everything. Kirby's crying. So sad. And on to the next level. Now I may need to rush this since I might not make it in time. Now, while going through this level, you're gonna want to get a power that involves the cutter ability, since there is a Crystal Shard later in this level that you're going to want to get. Now, some cutter abilities won't be able to reach the block that you need to destroy in order to get it. So, one ability I'm going to recommend would be the Twin Cutter ability. And if you watch the cutter ability that Kirby has that I'll be demonstrating in just a minute, it throws his face, the face boomerang. When you get double cutter, it's going to make just a bigger version of that with spikes. Like this. Just a bigger boomerang. And Kirby somehow makes his face bigger to throw the boomerang. You know, some of these powers are just going to be incredibly ridiculous. Ouch. That was a dumb move, but just keep running. Gordos. And when you move back here, a maximum tomato, just in case you need it, which I might, since I'm just trying to run through this right now. See, I'm just gonna keep getting hit like that, retardedly. God. No, running! Faster. There's a sandwich back here too. See, right there. Need that too. And jump down this hole, and it leads you into this room. And that's the block that you need to destroy in order to get this. But I don't like this power, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. And Adeline gives me a 1-up. Thank you. It may not be useful later. And jump here. Crystal Shard. Now run up here. Yeah, there's gonna be something. Yeah, now the power I'm gonna get is a cutter and a fire power. And there's a shortcut up here. Goes faster this way. I'm gonna take this cutter and throw it at this fire, and it makes a sword. A fire sword that you can just swing and throw. This is gonna be really helpful for the next part of this level. And once you see the light, jump through it. This doesn't mean you're going to die. Now you have to fight King DDD in this part. Now, that's just really easy if you have the power that I have. See, I just stood there. And there's a second part to this, but once again, I can just stand here and I'll just defeat him. Easy enough. Now, see, beat that King DDD. That's what you get. Now I'm gonna take my Crystal Shard and leave. now King DDD has decided to join us. Now, I'm just gonna get this info. Yes, I actually aimed it right this time. And that's all the time I'm gonna have for now, so next time we will defeat the boss of Popstar.